Hey, this is Garrett Venture Terra. Thanks so much for joining today. We have a very special video today. Recently, when we were hiking on the Appalachian Trail, had the opportunity to meet and talk with Noah from Connecticut. Noah is a through hiker. Through hikers are those who hike the whole length of the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. Noah was so kind to share his story and his experiences so far with his week and a half out on the trail. Noah, I would love to hear from you, to hear how things are going. So if you get a chance to view this video, please add a comment or send me an email at theventureterra@gmail.com. Once again, theventureterra@gmail.com. Would love to hear how things are going, and I hope they're going well. Hope you're traveling safe, and look to hear from you soon and get an update. Find your venture. The Appalachian Trail is 2,189.2 miles, and it extends from Springer Mountain, Georgia, through 14 states up to Mount Katahdin in Maine. About 3 million people a year hike the Appalachian Trail. Most are recreational hikers who may hike for one day or a couple of days at a time. But there are a rare breed of hikers that are called through hikers, and they hike the whole trail, all 2,189 miles. Most through hikers take about 5 to 7 months to complete the trail. According to the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, approximately 725 people have registered this year in 2019. Last year in 2018, about 2,200 registered to hike the Appalachian Trail. According to the same Appalachian Trail group, approximately 75% of the people who attempt the Appalachian Trail through hike fail. Thus, only 25% complete the full trail. Noah's going to tell us a little bit about some of the challenges, but just to address the physical challenges. The through hikers will experience a lot of ups and downs as they travel along the spine of the Appalachian Mountains. The highest elevation point is Clingman's Dome in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee at 6,643 feet above sea level. The finishing point, Mount Katahdin, is 5,268 feet above sea level. Between the beginning and the end, there are about 500,000 feet of elevation changes, which is equivalent of hiking up the summit of Mount Everest 16 or 17 times. With those background facts, I'm going to turn it over to Noah from Connecticut. On the Appalachian Trail this morning, started talking to a cool guy, Noah from Connecticut, and he's been on the trail. This is his 12th day.
Yeah.
And so Noah, tell me a little bit about your experience, what you found so far, man.
It's very tough. I underestimated how tough the trail would be. I knew it was going to be physical. I knew it was going to be mentally challenging, just the same thing every day. You know, you have one backpack, you have 2 sets of clothes, you're wearing 1 shoes, basically the same food every day. You don't have the creature comforts of home. You know, you're sleeping on a wooden platform or the dirt. If it's raining, you're in the rain. If you're in the sun, you get sunburned. It's tough. What I didn't plan for at all was how emotional it would be. And this may not be for everyone, but just being by yourself, like every day. Here it is raining, right? So, you know, you gotta be all right with one day being sunny and the other day being rainy. But the emotional aspect of just being by yourself for many hours every day. There's people on the trail. There's a lot of people out here, and when you meet them, almost everyone would do just about anything for you. You know, we're all in it together, but just being comfortable by yourself for several hours and just pushing yourself through the inclines and taking it easy on the declines. And you know, if you have music or something, that's great too. But it's not a walk in the park. It's not just a nature walk. It's not just escaping from reality. There's a lot more to it, but I'd recommend anyone to do it. You know, if you have even a 10% interest, look into it. buy a guidebook of some kind, talk to people at an outfitter like an REI or an EMS or wherever near you. Do research on the internet and just send it. Just get out here and do it. You'll figure it out when you come out here. That was kind of the thing I thought, as I had like the coolest backpack and the great gear, and I thought I knew what I was doing. But you get out here, and reality it's so much different. You know,
Yeah.
It's so much different. You want a backpack that in total with food and water weighs like 35 pounds. You don't need more than 4 days. You can Google resupply towns along the Appalachian Trail, and you can figure out when to go into town. Hitchhiking is easy to do. Everyone in the South is really nice, in my opinion, that I've experienced. You know, you will totally figure it out. You know, if you come out here and you think you're going to be the tough guy and hitting 15 miles a day and wearing a 55-pound backpack and just toughing it out and working through the pains, then you're not going to get to Maine. You won't even get close.
Yeah.
You know, most people I saw do that, they got to day 4, day 5, day 7, you know, and they twist an ankle, they hurt their knee, they just can't keep up that pace.
Yeah.
You know, just be humble.
Yeah.
You know, be cool with yourself and enjoy the feeling of, you know, being very nomadic and kind of escaping reality, if you will, and everything you own is on you. You can set up camp anywhere, you can get water anywhere, you can really do anything you want out here. You can be social, you can be secluded, you can just kind of do your thing, and most people I've noticed come out here to kind of figure themselves out. I'm doing it because I thought it would be physically the most hard thing that I could do.
Yeah.
Along the East Coast, you know, from Connecticut. So just figured I would see more states I haven't been to and be out in the woods and just experience that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 11 days in, I got a long way to go, you know?
Yeah. Super cool, man.
Yeah.
So you know, you talked a little bit about kind of the challenges of it, and you talked about how, you know, kind of getting through being humble. But physically, how do you what's your kind of thing you've learned so far?
It's tough. It's really tough. I spent a lot of my time before the trail. My hobby was doing a lot of endurance races.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with a lot of physical activity and eating, you know, a lot of calorie dense type food, even if you don't want it. So that for me wasn't really an adjustment, but it's very physically difficult, you know. And it's like an endurance race is 1 day, 2 day type of thing, a weekend thing. You go home and you shower and you stretch and everything. Yeah. The part that makes this different for me is it's every day.
Yeah.
You know,
it's nonstop.
It's nonstop. You know, you're sleeping on a hard surface. Your body is sore every morning. Your joints hurt. But I've learned that, you know, in my mind, I'm used to pushing myself physically really far. You can't do that on the trail. You're going to get hurt. You're not going to last very long. You know, I heard somebody at an outfitter along the trail say that you need to stop when your body feels good.
Yeah.
Because if you hurt by the end of the day, you've pushed yourself too far. And honestly, some people are doing 4 miles a day in the beginning. Some people are doing 8.
Yeah.
You know,
just to kind of get started and get their body accustomed to the to the
no,
toll.
100%. You know, and I thought that I was going to be the tough guy. I thought I was going to be, you know, totally fine. So I was hitting like 13s and 15-mile days in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I did okay for like 3-4 days, but then stuff started to really just sore and hurt. So I had to dial it back and talk to people a little bit. Like, why are you guys only doing a couple miles a day? And how's everything working for everyone else? You talk to people, you figure it out. But yeah, do not do more than 10 miles a day. It was just hard because like at 10 miles, at 8 miles, you know, at first you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is great. I love the trail. For me, the first 3 days were sunny. So I was like, I was in heaven.
Yeah, it was made for me.
Yeah, and then we got hit with that crazy storm, and I took a 0 that day, and all of a sudden, like, started to feel better and talk to people, and it's got to stay humble, you know.
Yeah.
Don't be the tough guy out here, because all of them fail.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, man.
So.
Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate you sharing that, and
I appreciate it.
Best of luck on the trail, and then you got a good ways to go. So
Anyone who's watching this, good luck. You know, just do it. There's never going to be that perfect time. Most people out here quit their jobs, you know, leave their apartments, put their stuff at their folks' house or a storage unit.
Find your venture. See you next time.
Perfect time,
Yeah.
but do a little bit of research, a lot if you can. I did minimum research, and I didn't have all of the exact stuff that I needed, but I thought I did, and I ended up fine.
Good, man.
You know,
Good.
you figure it out. So
good. All right, man. Well, best of luck. Thanks, bud.
See you.
Thanks so much for joining today for this special video. Please don't forget to check out www.vintageterra.com and check out our apparel and other goods. I hope you agree that Noah provides great motivation to help you find your venture. See you next time.